course, we have to face our own. Because it's interesting to know that even in the so-called developed world, we have vandalism. Reading some times ago when they vandalized a rail line between Frankfurt and Stuttgart in Germany. And then they had to delay traffic for almost a day. So it does happen, but there has to be a way of curtailing it. And we can deal with this thing in our own case from different angles, providing technical solution, providing physical security and social security. What do I mean? I know that, let me start with the issue of social security. People sometimes disentangle themselves from government. Sometimes some citizens behave as if things owned by government are owned, that there's one person called government who owns some of these things, while they as citizens are on the other side. But truth is, who is government? Every one of us is government. So we should also take responsibility for some of these things. I know that I have seen, for instance, one vandalism that took place at the place that there are 2 security gates opposite. And I was wondering, if you are a security man at those gates, how could this happen and none of them raised an alarm? There was no answer. All of them claimed they did not know when it happened. From my heart of heart, I knew that they knew when it happened, but they didn't feel committed. My job is to maintain security at this gate, and anything outside this gate is not my business. So that is the attitude. So we must change our orientation. We have to provide social security for this. For physical security, of course, some of the people they address, and even the Abdullah Mohammed talked about having cameras.
Yes.
Every modern city has cameras, and I do know that at one time I had the privilege of serving in the FCT, and we worked on having cameras all over the town. Unfortunately, while we're looking at it from the technical perspective, the police said it was their business. So that project was handed over to the police, and the result is what we have now. I'm sure if the project was not handed to the police and it was done purely on technical basis, we would have cameras running. That place is not enough for people to install cameras. People are compelled to install cameras in their houses. You have cameras showing the roads and infrastructure around your house so that in the event of auditing, when maybe there's a theft, they can even come to people's houses and also use their own cameras to add to the police will come, look at the public camera, look at where the person moved to. Why we moved into an alley and the camera could not capture him. They will look for individuals who have cameras who capture such people.
Yeah, but Engineer Ali, I'm sure you're talking about enhanced monitoring and surveillance. CCTV helps. But again, we've seen this CCTV camera has been vandalized. So Okay, so what about a coordinated strategy among the security operatives? You talked about an experience where 2 security posts were close to an asset that was vandalized. What do you make of that? Are we having enough? We're seeing arrests being made, yes, but is that enough?
No, what happens is, and again, I'll take it out of my personal experience, when we had vandalism of water pipelines. People were vandalizing lines to take water to create private car washes, and some were even selling water. And they used to do this late at night. Now, what we did was to create a team, a task force of young people who were active, I knew were not sleeping at night. They used to go to clubs and everything. I said, okay, in addition to going to your club, could you help us monitor some of these things? So while going to the club or going back, pass through this plan. And that brought a lot of results. We were able to determine who were the people causing these problems at night. And it included a lot of some military people and police. And we had to, all got set and punished, and that stopped the vandalism. So point here is, even the security agencies have to be motivated. Truth is, why some of them refuse to act when they see these things, because they're already having their challenges. and they just don't want to add anything onto it. But if there is an arrangement where government say, okay, look, let's have police, military, create a team that will be responsible for monitoring and decisively dealing with issues like this, it will happen. It's not a rocket science, because the truth is, these things are taken, especially the manhole covers that are taken. There's nobody, those who take them have no need for them, truly. There are people who are waiting at the other end to buy them from them and use them for whatever they want to use them for. So if you have the security tasked with monitoring and implementing the decision to arrest all those people, they will do it. They will schedule their program and they'll be available at night at all times and be able to arrest these things.
Okay.
And the point is, once you do a major arrest of these people, this thing will stop. It's because nobody does anything to them that they are doing what they are doing.
Well, Engineer Ali, I'm sure you're aware that the NSCDC has a vandalism department, in charge for issues like this. Notwithstanding, it's not only the manholes we've seen being vandalized, even rail tracks, the equipments there are being uprooted, and also street lights being vandalized and all of that. Now, the question is intelligence gathering, working with community people to have their own involvement to ensure that they also play a role. Okay, so Engineer Ali, I've just been informed that we have to take a break, so just ponder on that question I asked when we come back.